Aikong, you want to kind of start us off here? What's on your mind, man?
Yeah, so the whole reason for this podcast was that just through my experiences of serving the homeless and the poor, and even people that are friends, I think in the pandemic, we see kind of a sharp decline in mental health. And so I just felt like that, bringing on Allison and Andrea would be amazing to really help provide just wisdom and also application for people that are struggling in this pandemic. So it could be your mom, dad, brothers, sisters, friends, acquaintances, coworkers. So there's a lot of it that's going on right now. And so I just felt like this would be a good time to really talk about it and get into it. So,
yeah, I agree. I think that one of the things for me, the pandemic showed us that we can't focus on just one thing because there's so many aspects of life. And when you focus on one thing, other things creep in and creep up. And mental health, I feel like, also has been neglected for a very long time. And the therapists maybe agree or disagree. I think it's been going on for years. And I think this pandemic brought in a focus on really how bad it was.
Well, yeah, throughout history, when we look at national disasters, there's definitely an increase in anxiety and depression amongst individuals. And according to the CDC, 1 in 5 adults will, in a sense, experience or know someone, in a sense, who is experiencing anxiety or depression or any mental health concerns. And the interesting thing to think of is the fact that we always think 1 in 5, right? I'm one of the 4. But what we don't understand is that all of us, at some point in our life, experiences a crisis in mental health. There is not a single person in this room, probably at some point in your life, that you have not known someone or you yourself been affected by anxiety, depression, or one of the mental health diagnoses. Everyone, it's every human being. The 1 in 5 is just who's having the hardest time in that moment. I don't think there's a human being in this world that has not, in fact, experienced mental health because it's a part of being human.
I definitely agree with that. I think what I see that's been helpful is that we're talking about mental health more in the last year than I think we have in ever, probably. And so more people are feeling okay to ask for help, which that necessarily is not the case. And oftentimes when I have people come to my office, the first thing most people say is, I've really wanted to do this for a long time. Yeah. I should have come in, months ago or years ago sometimes. And I think that even now, as people are coming in more often these days, which I'm sure Allison can probably agree with, our phones are off the hook. And that's great. That's a good thing to have because people are asking for help. But the level of, the needs out there is just really high. And so keep asking and asking for what you need, and hopefully you'll be able to get connected.
I was thinking as you were saying that we have 2 people that are also going to share, what's been going on in their life. I think that's important too, isn't it? That when you get to a place of being ready and willing and able to share, I think that we should do that. That should be on the list, shouldn't it? That once we get to a stable place, that not only to go to a therapist and really unload what's happening, but also to share with others kind of what we went through.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something that years ago when I worked with NAMI Southeast Minnesota, that's the National Alliance of Mental Illness, I learned at that point, I was very early in dealing with my own mental health illness and kind of working through it myself. And their whole purpose is peer healing and talking and sharing stories. And if you think about any time you've been most impacted in your life on any topic, it's probably because someone shared their story.
Yes.
And when someone shares their story, it's powerful. Whether you can relate exactly to it or just little bits of it, that's where the power comes from. And the healing journey for someone with mental illness, sharing it is a big part of that because there's so much stigma. And most people hold on to that for a really long time before they talk about it. It is very freeing.
Nice.
Well,
Wow.
I would say, would you say it would be a good thing to just like, if you know someone that's struggling, to, you know, to make sure that you're that ear for them, to, you know, just let them kind of just unload all of their feelings and things like that, or, you know, of course, just be a safety net for them, to where they can unload their feelings in a judge-free kind of zone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We went from a rap to getting this heavy already.
Yeah.
We didn't come to mess around.
Yeah.
Right.
We made it to 2021, man. It's a lot going on. So
Did you see the April Fools yesterday that they said April Fools never actually ended from last year?
Right.
that's a good one.
Oh, word.
So, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's a good one there.
April 1st, 2020 never ended. Yeah, we stuck in like Groundhog's Day, right? Just kept going and going.
I agree.
Hey, but I'm surrounded by people who are being shiny. You know, Allison made a comment about my shiny shirt. And what that is you guys are being strong.
Yeah.
You guys are being hope. You guys are being influential. You guys are clearly being necessary to the society that we live in. And you guys are being you. You're each taking your talents and doing what you can to help the community. And that's incredible. That's what shiny stands for. It stands for strong, hope, influential, necessary you. And I often say I'm a corny grandfather. I have 2 grandkids, and so I can be that way.
Yeah.
So I can have corny acronyms like that. Yeah. So I appreciate that you guys are doing that. I get a lot of questions on my shiny shirt because, you know, it's unique like
Well, I
me.
love it.
Hey, a lot of people have asked how they can support the work we're doing here at Matt Logan Speaks. Well, you see this hammer that I got in my hand? It's pretty big. All you have to do is hammer the share button. Go ahead and hammer out a comment to us. Go ahead and hammer the like button. Go ahead and hammer the subscription button. Go ahead and hammer the notification bell so that when we have new content up, you're the first to know about it. We really appreciate the comments, shares, likes, because you know what? That's the best way you can support us, because the algorithms on all these fancy computers, that's what they need. We appreciate it.